Hi, kids. Okay, so here's the deal. We were thinking that since we miss you so much, maybe there's a good chance you miss us and miss the open door too. So we decided we'll try to make a little video that makes you feel like you're here, kind of like if you were coming for Kids Night. So that's why we're going to do this, but you know how it is when you try something new. You've never done it before, so it feels a little weird and awkward. So if we seem a little strange and awkward on the video, it's because this is brand new, but that's how you get good at something new. You try it. So we're going to try it. So come on back and we're going to do our check-ins. Okay, so I'm good, I'm okay, I'm meh, and I need to talk. I think today I'm feeling a little meh. I'll put mine there.
I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling okay today as well. I'm feeling good.
Okay, welcome to Circle Time. So what we're going to do in Circle Time today is talk a little bit about how this feels for all of us, okay? Like not being at school, not having our normal life. So when I was a little girl, there was a man who was one of my heroes. His name was Mr. Rogers, and this is actually what he did every single day. He made videos. He had a TV show for kids, and he talked to them like he was with them. And thousands of children watched his show every day, and it felt like he was spending time with them. So hopefully when we make these videos, it kind of feels like we're spending some time with you. And Mr. Rogers spent a lot of time on his TV show talking to the kids about what was happening in their lives, what was real. And obviously for all of us right now, what's very real is the coronavirus. It's why we're not at school. It's why our lives are really, really different right now. So I asked all of my girls that I'm quarantined with if they would help me make a video. And I want them to answer some of the questions that we would talk about if you were here in Circle Time. And so we're going to do with our dice like we usually do, where when it's your turn to have the dice, you talk, and when it's someone else's turn, you listen. And we're going to say our name, and then we're just going to say how it feels to you to be, kind of stuck at home, not be going to school. So how do you feel with what's going on right now? So do you want to start?
Sure. So I'm just saying how I'm feeling.
Just say your name first.
My name is Hallie, and with the whole virus, I feel kind of not myself. I can't see any of my friends at school, and everything shut down, so you kind of have to sit at home. So I just feel a little bit distanced from everything that I'm used to.
And I'm Miss Ann, and I feel kind of different almost every day or even throughout the days. Like sometimes I think this is sort of fun because I get to be with my kids and everything's different and we get a break from normal life. And then I feel kind of excited about that. But then I think, oh, it'd be fun to go out to eat tonight, or I'd like to go to the store, or, and then I think about that I can't have kids night, or I can't go to school and have shine, and then this sort of wave of sadness comes over me, and then I feel weird too, like it's just really hard, but my feelings sort of come and go in all types of ways throughout this, every single day.
Mm-hmm. I'm Cheney, and I miss school because I'm missing my friends and my teachers. And I'm also scared that an important person in my life is going to get the virus. But other than that, I think it's fun.
My name is V, and so far, having the past week, getting into the quarantine of the virus and everything, I learned a lot of important things that I took for granted, with my friends and family. I learned a lot through this experience, and staying home alone isn't always the best thing. I learned that I need people. I need to have people around me to encourage me to do stuff, and it is really important to have relationships in life.
Mm-hmm.
My name's Cassie, and what's different for me about being home instead of out doing things is I don't work right now, and because we don't want to make other people sick, and I wanted to stay with my family, and because wherever I go, people are talking about it. That's all they talk about. So it's it makes my feelings feel low when I go around and that's all I hear. Nothing positive, nothing happy, just coronavirus all the time. Mm-hmm. So it just makes me feel sad and down.
So if you are a kid who has come to Open Door often before, then you heard the story we read a couple weeks ago that was about sadness, when sadness comes to call, and that sometimes you have to sit with your sadness and make friends with it, and then it will leave again. And today we have a book that I'm really excited to read to you. It's actually called Where Happiness Begins. And the same person who wrote the book about sadness coming to visit also wrote this book about happiness. So we're going to read this one because I thought maybe today we could all use kind of a boost of happiness, maybe learn a little bit about happiness and where it actually starts and how it starts, because right now, like Cassie said, there's just a lot of scary stuff, there's a lot of sad, there's a lot of, like Cheney said, I'm missing my friends. And we could all use a good dose of happy, I thought, today. So this is the story we're going to read, and we're going to try to bring the camera closer now so that you can see the pictures. Okay. I'm going to slide a little closer to you guys, okay, so you can see. It says, "Are you looking for happiness?" See this little guy? He's up on a stool, all these little jars trying to find happiness. It often has disguises and goes by different names. That means happiness looks different sometimes. Some days it seems to be hiding. While on others, it's right there with you wherever you go. Right here, happiness is hiding somewhere in the woods, and here, happiness is right out in the front, leading the parade. You can try to understand it, you could try to collect it, or protect it. You could try to catch it. But most of the time, happiness appears to have a will of its own. Right here, he's trying to catch happiness, and here, he looks like he's going off to school because he has his backpack on, and it's time to leave, and happiness is refusing to get out of bed. Happiness wants to stay sleeping, so it's like he wanted happiness to come with him, but today happiness just wasn't going to cooperate and come along. And sometimes it may feel as if there are too many things that get between you and happiness. All the trees in the forest in between me and happiness. I feel like you can't find it. It's not always easy, but you can find your way through, and happiness will be there waiting. Look at that cute picture. When you find it, start following it and see where it will take you. Follow happiness and see where it's going to go. Happiness may be different from what you expected or feel a little scary at first. So your happiness is in the boat, and so he's going to get in the boat with happiness, but he is a little bit scared. And here, happiness, he's being thrown up in the air, and it's fun, but he's a little bit scared too. But it will let you find new paths, enjoy your time with family and friends, and do the things that you love to do. It's just like V was saying when she passed the dice, that sometimes you need to be with people and you need to do things that make you feel a little uncomfortable because it's truly what you need, and there's happiness in relationships with people. This is a really good page, I think. You can't feel happy all the time. You might feel overwhelmed by your feelings and that you can't always control them, but you can find your way back home. Look at the kid in the boat. He's all out in the ocean on a big wave and it's dark, and happiness is in the lighthouse. And sometimes you can't always be happy, but you can find your way back home to happiness. Isn't that really cool? You just have to breathe. You just breathe, and in that quiet moment, you will realize you don't have to keep looking for happiness. It was always there. Recognize it, treasure it, because in the end, happiness begins with you. Isn't that cool? Little happiness tucked in his arms right here. So sometimes happiness feels like it's lost or you can't quite reach it and you want to go looking for it. But if you take some time and just breathe and you learn to recognize it, again, like we said, be with people that you care about, do things that are special and important to you. So right now we're going to think about a couple things that make us feel happy. Okay? I'm going to slide back again and let's pass our dice around again. We'll start with Cassie this time. Can you come over here? All right, Cassie, what are some things that make you feel happy?
Animals. Animals make me feel happy. Friends and family make me feel happy. And music. I love listening to music. All kinds of it.
I would say things that make me happy are cats, personal achievements, and just real good talks with people that know me.
Okay.
Things that make me happy are my friends and animals, and I like going outside, so like the nature.
Things that make me happy are doing good things for other people. When I make other people happy, that also brings joy to me. And sometimes too, when I feel sort of blue or down and I get busy, that can bring me happiness and joy because it makes me feel like I'm getting something done and I'm making my time count. And something about being active makes me feel happy. And also spending time with people that I love. That always helps me a lot.
I like to spend time with people in my life that is really good company, like my friends and my family. I like to play my guitar. That always cheers me up a lot. And probably my pets. I like to hang out with them too.
So something that I want you to think about is just like in that book where it says happiness begins with you, I think it happens oftentimes that if we don't feel happy, like say I don't feel happy, then it's easy for me to look around and think, whose fault is it that I'm not happy? People are doing things that are making me not be happy, and then it's their fault, right? Or maybe because Governor Wolf said we can't go to school and we can't go away. Now I am not happy about that, and that's Governor Wolf's fault. Well, Governor Wolf didn't make the coronavirus, and the people in charge are just trying to keep us safe. My happiness is mine to do with what I can. And so I need to take care of my happiness and I need to give it room to grow, right? I need to create happiness because my happiness is mine. And so I would like for you to think about some things that you could do at your house that would help you be happy. Take some time and think about your happiness. What makes you feel happy? Do you have things there that you can do to help yourself feel happy? Like maybe you like to draw, so then you can get paper and all of your art supplies out and you can create a masterpiece. You can make one for you and you can make one for your mom or your grandparents or your teacher for when you go back to school. You could be so creative and use the time that you have to start letting happiness grow right where you're at with what you have. You can always do something good right where you are with what you have to create your happiness or to take care of it. And you know what? If you don't feel happy right now, like I put my stick in meh because I just felt kind of meh. I don't have to be worried that I feel meh because happiness, like in that picture, in that lighthouse, I'll always find my way back. It'll be okay. We will find our happiness again. And I think about, like, I miss all of the kids. I don't know when Open Door can start again, but I think about, I look at my pictures on my phone a lot of all of you, and I just smile because I remember all the good memories we have here, and we'll all come back together again. I don't know when it'll be, but it'll be soon. And then we'll be together again. And then you know what? We're going to appreciate it so much more because when something's taken away from you for a while, you realize how much it really did mean to you. And then you can be extra thankful for it. So take some time and think about your happiness. And if you would like to hear the book again, it's called Where Happiness Begins by Eva Eland. And you can look it up on YouTube and you can have someone read it to you again if you'd like to hear it again. So we are going to play our songs for you because we thought that maybe hearing all of the normal songs that you hear at Open Door will help you remember some of your happy feelings. And we brought the